Abby Beckley has become the first known human to have an infestation of worms in her eye. This particular species of worm infests the eyes of cattle. So how is it possible that they found their way into the eye of a human? I'm gonna fill you in here on IO. Welcome back to Inform Overload, where we overload you with disgusting information and occasionally trending news. I'm Charlotte and I'm your host. 26-year-old Abby Beckley is from Oregon. In August of 2016, she was out on a fishing boat in Alaska when she felt something irritating her under her eyelid. At first she thought it was an eyelash, but when she took a closer look in the mirror, the skin on the inside of her eyelid was inflamed. That's when she saw it. A wriggling worm. She proceeded to pull it out of her eye, and it was about ½ an inch long, which is like that? It died within about 5 seconds in her hand. Over the next 20 days, she experienced migraines and her left eye began to droop. Abby pulled out no less than 14 worms from her eye. The really lame thing is, she was out on a fishing boat in the middle of nowhere and she had to wait 5 whole days before she could get on land and see a doctor. Once she did manage to get to a doctor in Alaska, he didn't believe her. Several doctors examined her eye and in about half an hour, a worm made an appearance. They had no idea what they were dealing with. These doctors had never seen anything like it. She was transferred to an eye specialist in Portland who took some samples. The US Center for Disease Control and Prevention had to look in a book of creatures from 1928 to figure out what the worms were. The parasites that were in Abby's eye were parasites that are found in the eyes of cattle. They are spread by those flies that you always see buzzing around the faces of farm animals. The worms feed on the actual eye lubrication. So how is it possible that Abby was infected? Well, right before her fishing trip, Abby was horseback riding in Oregon. That's when her eye started feeling irritated. The really messed up thing is, these worms could have caused some serious damage. What if they got into Abby's brain or caused her to go blind? The only thing that she could do was to keep taking the worms out of her eye one by one until they were gone. And almost 2 years has gone by and I'm happy to report that she's totally fine. Abby suffered no complication and her eyesight is great. And she's also become the first person to have this happen to her, so now if anyone else gets eye worms, they will have a lot easier of a time dealing with it. Alrighty guys, that's all I have for you on that. I'm gonna respond to some comments now. In a previous video I asked you an animal that you couldn't imagine the world without. Here were some of your responses. Really Rodent said, I can't live without bees. Nothing can really. Very true, but the world population of bees is declining. It's a bit scary to be honest. Timothy Boyette said, I do not think we could live without the cow. The cow poop makes fertilizer and without fertilizer we wouldn't be able to exist as potatoes. Go cows. Actually, cows and their toxic farts are one of the leading contributors of greenhouse gases. I feel like the world could live without all the cattle. It would be tough to live without steak though, I'm not gonna lie. James Bennett McNulty said, I'm worried that potatoes will die out. But that won't happen because IO is the best channel ever and we potatoes will win a war against the carrots and be the rulers of the universe. Please can I ban a video? No! Alrighty, that is all for now. For a link to the video where these comments are from, check out this one over here. Experts say that we are currently experiencing the 6th mass extinction. Click it to find out more. And if you enjoyed that video, make sure you subscribe to IO and turn on notifications by clicking the bell. See ya!